Chapter 1. Introduction to ISTPs. ISTPs usually depend on their inner world for stimulation. They are not really interested in socializing and may seem distant or disconnected from other people. This is not to say they aren't nice or accessible individuals. On the contrary, they can be extremely warm and lovely when they want to be. ISTPs are practical people who use their five senses to understand and connect with their environment. They are attracted to concrete experiences rather than abstract ideas or theories. They are realistic and can swiftly look into a situation to identify the best course of action. ISTPs make judgments and solve problems using logic and reason. They are not readily persuaded by emotions. They prefer to base their decisions on facts and logic. They are independent thinkers who do not readily adhere to the ideas of others. ISTPs are adaptive and prefer to go with the flow, rather follow a rigid plan. They like the flexibility of trying new things. They are impulsive and do not fear taking risks. ISTPs are natural problem solvers who are attracted to occupations in engineering, building, and mechanics. They have a natural ability to understand how things function and can swiftly identify and correct technological problems. ISTPs might be reticent in relationships and have difficulties expressing their feelings. They love their individuality and may have difficulty committing. But when they create deep connections, they are usually devoted partners who respect honesty and trust. ISTPs have a strong sense of aesthetics and value beauty in their surroundings. They are attracted to new experiences and may like extreme sports or other thrill-seeking hobbies. They respect their individuality and independence, and they are generally at ease working alone. They have a strong sense of self and are not afraid to create their own path in life, even if it means deviating from the standard way of doing things or taking risks. ISTPs are very resourceful. They are known for their ability to solve problems rapidly and develop practical answers to complicated challenges. They are good in adapting to changing situations and making rapid judgments in order to complete tasks. Because of their ability to think on their feet and come up with innovative solutions, ISTPs are exceptional at dealing with crises or unforeseen circumstances. ISTP are not prone to emotional outbursts or illogical thinking. They prefer to be guided by their logic. ISTPs are exceptional problem solvers and critical thinkers because they can examine complicated material and come up with unique solutions. ISTPs have a strong sense of curiosity and a drive to learn about how things function. Because they can understand the world logically and practically, they are typically driven to hands-on hobbies such as machinery or playing with electronics. Their curiosity frequently drives them to become specialists in their chosen industry of interest. ISTPs are known for their plain and direct communication style. They don't like to beat around the bush or play games. They prefer to get to the point and deal with issues head-on. This attitude might come off as harsh or insensitive at times, but it is merely a reflection of the ISTP's quest for honesty. ISTPs also crave for activity and excitement. They are not satisfied with a sedentary or slow-paced living and are often lured to adrenaline-fueled pursuits such as extreme sports or risky hobbies. This desire for excitement is a significant aspect of the ISTP's personality, and they often look for opportunities to challenge themselves and push their limitations on a regular basis. ISTPs are humans, and they also have weaknesses. One of such weaknesses is that they may struggle with emotional intelligence and interpersonal relationships, as well as boredom. The importance of knowing your personality type. People can improve their personal and professional life by identifying their unique characteristics, talents, and flaws. ISTPs, for example, are recognized for their independence and spontaneity, which can be both strength and a weakness. Knowing this can help ISTPs understand why they may struggle to commit to long-term goals, as well as how they can try to overcome this challenge. Knowing your personality type can also help you improve your communication and relationships. Knowing the personality type of others around you might help you better understand their point of view and communication style. This is particularly significant in romantic relationships, as personality differences may lead to misunderstandings and conflict. Knowing your personality type can give insight into how you approach problem solving and decision-making. For example, ISTPs are known for their hands-on problem-solving style and willingness to take calculated risks. This same attitude, however, may occasionally cause ISTPs to behave rashly or make judgments without fully putting the repercussions into consideration. Understanding the ISTP personality type can help you recognize when this occurs and strive to build a more strategic approach to problem-solving and decision-making. ISTPs are often regarded as reclusive and self-sufficient. While this may be a benefit in certain instances, it can also be a disadvantage in others. ISTPs, for example, may struggle with cooperation and collaboration, especially when they are asked to work closely with others or make collective decisions. Understanding the ISTP personality type can help you recognize this problem and work to build the skills and techniques required for successful teamwork. While ISTPs are autonomous and impulsive, they may not always consider other people's emotions or opinions. ISTPs can learn to acquire greater empathy and emotional intelligence by taking the time to understand their own personality type and the influence that their actions may have on others. Chapter 2. ISTP Cognitive Functions. The processes people use to absorb information and make decisions are referred to as cognitive functions in the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI. Every personality type has a dominant function, which is their main means of interacting with the outside world, a secondary function, which serves to assist the dominant function, and an auxiliary and tertiary function, which have a less effect on the individual's behavior. Introverted thinking, TI, is ISTP's dominant cognitive function. Introverted thinking is rational and analytical. ISTPs use this function to make sense of the world around them. It helps in dissecting information into its most fundamental parts. In many ways, introverted thinking gives ISTPs the ability to develop a customized logic that is not constrained by conventional wisdom, which gives them an advantage in circumstances that call for original problem-solving tactics. The secondary function of ISTPs is extrovert sensing, SE. Extrovert sensing increases ISTPs' awareness of their environment by bringing them into the present. Their exceptional capacity to remain grounded and respond swiftly to situations around them is a result of this function. ISTPs are very sensitive to sensory nuances, such as the hum of a machine or the texture of an item. Their curiosity for new experiences and their adeptness in navigating dynamic situations are fueled by this cognitive function. ISTPs often use extrovert sensing to convey their enjoyment of physical activity, whether it is via sports or just using their senses to explore the environment. They can make quick, accurate assessments of their environment because of their capacity to tune into sensory input, which is often combined with a desire to act swiftly and decisively when necessary. ISTP's third function is introverted intuition, NI. Although not as noticeable as their dominant TI and secondary SE, introverted intuition functions in the background, offering moments of insight and foresight. ISTPs may sometimes get gut feelings regarding a person or things. These are unquestionably genuine insights that seem to appear out of nowhere. These insights typically come in the form of hunches only after ISTPs have absorbed a substantial quantity of sensory information. Introverted intuition adds to ISTP's overall viewpoint by providing an occasional window into the wider picture, even if it doesn't influence their actions as much as their TI or SE. This can help them see answers or predict results that are not immediately obvious. ISTPs may not always believe or act on these insights, since introverted intuition is not a dominant function, particularly if they contradict the more obvious, immediate results gotten from TI or SE. Extrovert feeling, FE, is the least developed for ISTPs. Extrovert feeling deals with recognizing and addressing the needs and feelings of others. ISTPs value the emotions of people around them, but they may not place a huge value on it. They may find it difficult to articulate their own feelings or understand the nuances of social interactions. They only have a tendency to process emotions inwardly. They could find it difficult to express their emotions at times, preferring to keep things secret until it is absolutely needed. As a consequence, ISTPs often find themselves more preoccupied with their inner world and the immediate physical environment than with social norms or maintaining harmony around them. Weaknesses of ISTPs. ISTPs are prone to make rash choices without fully understanding the repercussions. They are often so preoccupied with the now that they fail to consider how their actions may affect the future. This may cause problems in their personal and professional relationships, as well as their financial lives. ISTPs also struggle with a lack of emotional expressiveness and closeness. They are often viewed as cold and distant, and may struggle to connect on a deeper level with others. This might create problems in intimate relationships. ISTPs may also struggle to articulate their emotions, which may lead to them suppressing their feelings. ISTPs like pushing their limits and discovering new things, but this may occasionally put them in danger. They may participate in risky hobbies or take unwarranted risks, which might have catastrophic effects. ISTPs can also be obstinate. They are autonomous thinkers with strong ideals and opinions of their own. This, however, may often lead to them being entrenched in their own ideas and unable to entertain other viewpoints. This may lead to difficulty in their relationships with others. ISTPs are also reserved. While this is a great characteristic, it may also make ISTPs look unapproachable to others. This may make it difficult for them to build deep and meaningful connections, as well as contribute to feelings of loneliness and isolation. ISTPs are naturally action-oriented people, yet their proclivity for quick action might cause them to overlook critical planning and preparation. They may behave without thoroughly contemplating all possible implications, which might result in dangerous effects. This impulsive conduct might also put ISTPs in danger of making hasty judgments that they will later regret. The ISTP's inherent tendency toward logic and reason may often result in an inability to connect with their intuition and emotions. ISTPs may fail to understand and express their feelings, making them look cold and aloof. This may make it difficult for ISTPs to build good relationships with others. ISTP at various life stages. ISTPs go through several phases and confront various problems during their lives, which may have a variety of effects on their personality and behavior. ISTPs may be seen as daredevils as children, who relish taking risks and testing their limits. They may also be seen as quiet and reticent, preferring to spend their time alone on activities they enjoy. ISTPs might grow to become more forceful and autonomous throughout adolescence, typically wanting to build their own distinct personality. They may engage in hazardous or risky activities, such as extreme sports or other high-stakes hobbies, to push themselves and prove their value to themselves and others. ISTPs may struggle with social interactions at this time, since they may find it difficult to connect with their peers and build good relationships. When ISTPs reach adulthood, they often become more confident and self-assured, relying on their practical problem-solving skills and ingenuity to attain their goals. They may also get more active in activities that enable them to explore their physical and sensory interests, such as travel, outdoor activities, and hobbies that provide them hands-on experience with their surroundings. ISTPs may become more contemplative in middle age, taking a step back from their hectic life to consider the things that are genuinely important to them. They may become more focused on their own growth and development, as well as their relationships. They may also start looking for ways to make a difference in the world, use their talents and abilities to give back to their community, and help others. ISTPs may remain very active in old age, using their independence and resourcefulness to seek out new challenges and experiences. They could also become more thoughtful, thinking on their life and the world around them. At this point, ISTPs may feel a feeling of serenity and contentment from having lived their life on their own terms. Chapter 3. ISTPs and Relationships. In relationships, ISTPs appreciate independence and freedom. They often want to preserve their own space and independence while being emotionally connected to their partner. They are not too concerned with conventional relationship expectations or standards. They prefer to form a bond that works for them as individuals. They may be reticent when it comes to expressing their thoughts and emotions, but they are extremely devoted and dedicated to their partners. ISTPs communicate in a simple and straightforward manner. They would rather avoid needless drama or emotional displays and instead concentrate on finding practical solutions to any challenges that may occur in the relationship. They are also known for their ability to read people and situations, which may help them manage the ups and downs of relationships. ISTPs are not hesitant to try new things and are constantly ready to adapt and adjust their approach as needed. They prefer action and results than long conversations or arguments, and they may be willing to take risks to make their relationship succeed. ISTPs add a feeling of adventure and fun to relationships. They cherish physical contact and affection as well, and they like coming up with new and spontaneous methods to convey their love and devotion to their partner. It is crucial to remember that everyone is different, and although ISTPs may have certain personality traits, they may not express all of these qualities in their relationships. Also, relationships are complicated and dynamic, and many things, including personal experiences, values, and beliefs, may impact an ISTP's approach to relationships. When dating an ISTP, it is critical that their partner understands and respects their desire for independence and space. Communication is essential, and both parties must be open and honest about their needs and expectations. ISTPs may also benefit from more openly expressing their thoughts, since this can help build the emotional bond in the relationship. Finding a balance between their independent nature and the craving for intimacy and emotional connection is a crucial part of ISTP relationships. ISTPs would need to work harder to connect emotionally, and their partners can help them by being patient and empathetic. It is also vital to know that ISTPs respect their own freedom and have a strong feeling of independence and uniqueness. This might make them look aloof or disinterested in their relationships, which is not always the case. ISTPs just need time to process their ideas and feelings, and they may want distance to recharge. They will usually re-engage and be totally present in the relationship when they are ready. They are not hesitant to take the lead in a relationship and may be physically and emotionally intimate with their partners. This may provide a lot of excitement and passion in a relationship, but it can also cause tension if their partner does not share their adventurous spirit or dislikes being impulsive. ISTPs are also quite practical. They dislike wasting time or energy on things that provide no actual value, and they prefer to concentrate on the practical parts of a relationship rather than the emotional or sentimental ones. They are unlikely to be too vocal or affectionate with their relationships, but they will often show their love via their deeds and readiness to assist and support their partner in practical ways. ISTPs are good at addressing problems quickly and efficiently. They are natural problem solvers and can often discover answers to challenging problems that their partners might be having difficulty with. This may be a valuable tool in a relationship, but it can also cause friction if their partner believes the ISTP is being excessively critical. ISTPs provide a lot of energy, passion, and pragmatism to their love relationships. They are often forceful and confident partners who are not hesitant to take the lead in the relationship. This might be particularly intriguing to partners searching for someone who isn't scared to take the initiative and make things happen. ISTPs are adaptable and can rapidly adjust to new situations, which may be a valuable asset in a relationship. This also implies that they are not hesitant to try new things or take risks, which may add a lot of excitement and originality to the relationship. ISTPs are spontaneous and live in the now. ISTPs as friends. ISTPs make friends slowly and carefully, and they often prefer to keep their distance at first. Once an ISTP has made a friend, they are typically loyal and trustworthy, and they cherish the freedom and space to be themselves. They appreciate activities that enable them to use their hands and show their creativity, such as working on cars or playing an instrument. While ISTPs are often quiet and secretive, they nevertheless love the company of others. They are often attracted to people who are realistic, self-sufficient, and forthright, and they appreciate honesty and openness in relationships. ISTPs also appreciate new challenges and experiences, and they are typically attracted to individuals who share their adventurous spirit. ISTPs may have difficulty expressing their emotions and connecting emotionally with others. They may also struggle with the rigors of sustaining relationships. Others may regard them as distant or unapproachable, making it difficult for them to make new friends. ISTPs are more action-oriented and less chatty, preferring to spend their time doing things rather than talking about them. They are generally uninterested in small conversation or idle chit-chat, preferring to concentrate on practical problems and getting things done. ISTPs are impulsive and appreciate impulsive activities such as taking a last-minute road trip or beginning a new pastime. ISTPs are often realistic and direct, and they admire similar traits in others. They may struggle to relate to persons who are extremely emotional or theatrical. ISTPs are very devoted friends who are frequently prepared to go to considerable lengths to help others. ISTPs communication/conflict resolution. ISTPs are often direct in their communication, which might come out as harsh or insensitive at times. As a consequence, it's critical to remember that ISTPs communicate in this manner because they value efficiency and pragmatism, not because they don't care about other people's emotions. It is critical to be precise, crisp, and unambiguous in your words and actions while interacting with an ISTP. Understanding their demand for independence is another key part of communication in ISTP relationships. Because ISTPs cherish their independence and personal space, it is critical to let them to think and act independently. This is particularly crucial in conflict resolution, since ISTPs may need time to organize their ideas and emotions before participating in a dialogue. When it comes to conflict resolution, ISTPs are natural problem solvers. They would rather address situations honestly and intellectually than emotionally. This must be remembered in order to prevent being excessively emotional or combative during conflict resolution conversations. Instead, tackle the matter practically and logically, and make your position in a clear and simple way. It's also vital for ISTPs to understand their own communication style and how it affects their relationships. ISTPs should make a deliberate effort to be more mindful of their tone and language, as well as how their partners may interpret them. They should also attempt to be more understanding and compassionate to people's feelings and emotions. This will help to minimize misunderstandings and problems in the relationship and enhance better communication. Healthy boundaries are also essential. ISTPs should be clear about what they are and are not comfortable with. This may aid in the avoidance of misunderstandings and disputes, resulting in a more peaceful relationship. Active listening is an essential component of good communication. ISTPs must make a concerted effort to fully listen to their people's ideas and thoughts. This will help to minimize misunderstandings. Chapter 4. ISTPs and Parenting. One of the ways that ISTPs parent their children is they encourage independence and self-sufficiency. ISTPs feel that rather than attempting to micromanage every area of their children's life, they should let them to make their own mistakes and learn from them. This may result in a child that is self-assured, resilient, and capable of dealing with obstacles on their own. ISTPs also emphasize educating their children to be resourceful. They often encourage their children to participate in hands-on projects and pursue their hobbies, whether they are making things, tinkering with equipment, or exploring the outdoors. This hands-on approach to learning aids in the development of problem-solving skills, as well as a feeling of pride in one's talents and successes. ISTPs are strong yet fair when it comes to punishment. They believe in establishing clear limits and consequences, and then enforcing those boundaries and consequences as required. This teaches children the value of following rules and the repercussions of their behavior. ISTPs also avoid employing punishment as a first option, preferring instead to utilize logical consequences to help their children learn and grow. ISTPs may be less outspoken and restrained in terms of emotional support than other personality types, yet they are nonetheless emotionally concerned and protective of their children. They may not always be the most talkative or emotional parents, but they will always be there for their children when they need them, offering a strong foundation of support and stability. ISTPs take a hands-on approach to parenting, encouraging their children to be autonomous while also providing tough but fair punishment in a supportive, stable home environment. This strategy may help children grow into self-assured, competent individuals who are prepared to face life's problems. ISTPs appreciate a feeling of adventure and excitement. They believe in enabling their children to explore the world and try new things, as well as encouraging them to test their limits and take risks in a safe and regulated setting. This can help children gain confidence. ISTPs also put a high significance on teaching their children the importance of hard work and responsibility. They believe that everyone in the family has a role to perform and that children should learn to contribute and take care of their own obligations. This can help children develop a strong work ethic. In terms of communication, ISTPs are usually direct and to the point. They don't believe in sugarcoating, but they also don't believe in being too harsh or critical. Their straightforward communication approach can help children understand what is expected of them, while also allowing them to express themselves. When it comes to making decisions, ISTPs believe in giving their children a voice in the decisions that influence their life. They believe in giving their children the freedom to make their own choices, as long as those choices are safe and responsible. This fosters a feeling of autonomy and self-sufficiency in children, as well as the confidence to make their own choices as they grow older. ISTPs teach their children to deal with problems using logic and reasoning, and they also model this conduct. ISTPs assist their children acquire key problem-solving abilities that they may utilize throughout their life, by training them to think critically and rationally. When it comes to values and beliefs, ISTPs are frequently realistic and adaptable. They believe that rather than imposing strong ideas and ideals on their children, they should encourage them to think for themselves and make their own judgments. They teach their children to be open-minded and to examine diverse points of view, while also respecting their children's freedom to create their own ideas and values as they grow and mature. Physical exercise and exploration are also important to ISTPs. They often encourage their children to be physically active and appreciate the outdoors, whether via sports, camping vacations, or other activities. This love of physical exercise and the outdoors can help children develop a love of nature, as well as an appreciation for the beauty and wonder of their surroundings. One of the distinguishing characteristics of ISTP parents is their capacity to stay cool and level-headed in stressful situations. Even in difficult situations, they can think sensibly and reasonably, and they can keep their children calm and focused. This is particularly helpful when there is disagreement or uncertainty, since children can feel overwhelmed or terrified. ISTP parents may be more reserved when it comes to affection and may not show their love and devotion verbally as often as other personality types. They express their love and support, however, by acts such as assisting their children with projects or spending time with them doing activities that they both like. Chapter 5. ISTP Career Paths. Trades such as carpentry, plumbing, and electrical work are popular employment paths for ISTPs. They prefer using their hands to construct and repair things, and they often take great pleasure in their work. They are also naturally interested and love learning how things function, making them well-suited for occupations requiring technical knowledge and skills. Engineering is another career route that ISTPs may be interested in. Engineers are responsible for the design, construction, and testing of goods and systems, and ISTPs are well-suited for this sort of job. They are frequently good with technology and love coming up with inventive solutions to problems. Engineering occupations also allow ISTPs to put their technical skills and problem-solving skills to work on a regular basis. ISTPs may also like careers in law enforcement. ISTPs are fearless, self-assured, and independent people who like the thrill and adventure that comes with a job in law enforcement. They are also known for their rapid thinking and ability to make split-second decisions, making them well-suited for employment as police officers, detectives, or security personnel. ISTPs often work in the military or as private detectives. ISTPs are known for their courage and self-assurance, and they thrive under pressure. This qualifies them for jobs requiring boldness and quick thinking, such as those found in the military or as private detectives. ISTPs can also find success in the business sector as entrepreneurs or managers in finance, marketing, or sales. ISTPs are frequently comfortable taking risks, making them well-suited for occupations that need them to make crucial decisions and take responsibility of their own success. ISTPs are very analytical and strong at recognizing the practical side of things, making them efficient in finance and marketing professions. ISTPs may flourish in occupations such as software engineering, network administration, and information security because of their natural curiosity and technical skills. They also appreciate working with technology and coming up with innovative solutions to problems, which qualify them for jobs that need them to employ their technological skills. ISTPs may also excel in outdoor jobs such as park rangers, wilderness guides, or outdoor education teachers. ISTPs often like being in nature and doing new things, and these jobs may be a good match for their spirit of adventure and love of the outdoors. It's worth noting that ISTPs often approach their professions in a hands-on, experienced manner. They're usually dissatisfied with just reading about a profession or activity and would rather get in and attempt it for themselves. This hands-on approach may be a significant asset for ISTPs since it helps them to quickly learn how things function and solve problems creatively. ISTPs have a strong feeling of independence and may dislike working in environments that are too organized or bureaucratic. They may also become bored with ordinary jobs and prefer to focus on projects that are fast-paced and demanding. In terms of leadership, ISTPs may not be naturally inclined to assume positions of authority. But when they do take on these roles, their practical, analytical approach to problem-solving and natural confidence may make them good leaders. ISTPs may also succeed as team leaders or project managers, where they can use their technical knowledge and rapid thinking to ensure that projects are finished on time. Workplace strengths of ISTPs. They have mechanical competence. They like working with their hands and have a natural ability to figure out how things function. ISTPs are also good at solving problems. They are natural problem solvers, able to swiftly identify the fundamental cause of a problem and devise innovative solutions. ISTPs can think outside the box and discover creative solutions to challenging problems, making them significant assets in any industry that needs problem-solving skills. ISTPs are also known for their ability to adapt swiftly to changing situations. They are adaptable, spontaneous people that can easily adjust to new challenges. This qualifies them for fast-paced, dynamic work environments where they can swiftly adjust to changes and solve new problems. ISTPs are not scared to take risks and prefer to operate alone rather than under the supervision of others. Because of their independence and self-sufficiency, ISTPs are able to take on complicated tasks and see them through to completion with little supervision. ISTPs are also known for their ability to remain cool and controlled under pressure. They have a strong feeling of inner stability and can stay calm under pressure, which is a vital characteristic for many sorts of employment, especially those that require problem-solving or rapid decision-making. This capacity to stay cool and focused under pressure enables ISTPs to make clear, reasonable judgments even in high-stress situations. ISTPs are not afraid to speak out and can express themselves clearly and effectively, which may be useful in a variety of job environments. ISTPs are also excellent listeners who can understand the needs and viewpoints of others, making them wonderful team members who can successfully work with others. ISTPs have a strong sense of duty and integrity. They take their responsibilities and commitments seriously and are prepared to put in the time and effort required to finish projects and meet deadlines. ISTPs are also known for their ability to take action and complete tasks. They like to take the initiative and make things happen rather than sit back and wait for things to come to them. ISTPs are detail-oriented and capable of focusing on individual tasks, but they can also see the larger picture and understand how various pieces of a system or project are linked. This holistic view can be useful in a variety of professional settings because it helps ISTPs to understand how their job fits into the overarching goals of the business. ISTPs are also free thinkers who are not hesitant to question traditional thinking. They are often imaginative and creative, and they are not afraid to take calculated risks and experiment with new techniques. This entrepreneurial mentality may be useful in a variety of jobs, especially those that reward invention and creativity. Workplace challenges of ISTPs. One shortcoming of ISTPs is their difficulty with long-term planning and adherence to deadlines. ISTPs are more focused on current tasks and may struggle to see the broad picture and make long-term commitments. This might be an issue in a work environment where deadlines and long-term projects are typical. To compensate for this shortcoming, ISTPs should concentrate on improving their organizational skills and try to grasp the big picture by breaking down larger tasks into smaller, more manageable ones. ISTPs may also have difficulty communicating. ISTPs are often more action-oriented and may struggle to adequately explain their thoughts and ideas. This might lead to workplace misunderstandings and lost opportunities. To overcome this, ISTPs should concentrate on improving their communication skills by attending courses, soliciting input from colleagues, and engaging in active listening. Their strong independence and action-oriented nature may drive them to avoid confrontations, but this may result in unresolved disagreements and ruined relationships. To combat this, ISTPs should concentrate on strengthening their conflict resolution skills by learning to listen to and understand other people's points of view. ISTPs may be reticent and introverted. They often prefer to work alone and may find it difficult to develop meaningful ties and relationships with their colleagues. This might make it difficult to work in teams and collaborate on projects. To overcome this, ISTPs should make a concerted effort to connect with people and create relationships by engaging in team-building events and starting up conversations with colleagues. ISTPs may also have difficulty managing their emotions at work. They prefer to focus on logic and facts and may find it difficult to understand or connect to other people's emotional experiences. This might make it difficult to build relationships and operate well in team settings. To combat this problem, ISTPs should concentrate on strengthening their emotional intelligence by paying attention to their own feelings and the emotions of others, as well as finding training or resources to help them learn how to understand and manage their emotions. Chapter 6. ISTP Leadership Style. ISTPs are hands-off leaders that give their team the freedom to work autonomously. They believe in task delegation and have faith in their team members to complete tasks as long as they are given clear rules and goals. They are often less concerned with micromanaging their team and more concerned with attaining the necessary goals. ISTPs tend to lead by example and are extremely action-oriented in their leadership style. They believe in completing tasks and are not hesitant to roll up their sleeves and get their hands dirty to guarantee the work is completed correctly. They are not hesitant to take risks and move quickly in high-pressure circumstances, making them effective crisis management leaders. ISTPs also have a strong sense of justice and are eager to stand up for what they believe in, making them great leaders in circumstances where right and wrong are clearly defined. ISTPs are decisive and prefer to make quick judgments based on existing data rather than engaging in protracted debates or arguments. Other personality types may see this as impetuous or reckless, but ISTPs are secure in their ability to make the proper decision and are not frightened of the repercussions. ISTPs are also quite autonomous and prefer to work alone, which might be seen as a lack of collaboration. They are, nevertheless, very adaptive and may function effectively in teams when given clear instructions and goals. ISTPs are not usually interested in taking on a lot of responsibility. Thus, they may not be the ideal choice for jobs that demand a lot of administrative or management responsibilities. They like a hands-on approach and working on the front lines, where they can see the action. ISTPs are very attentive and competent at processing facts and making judgments based on what they perceive, despite their preference for action over conversation. As a result, they are useful leaders in circumstances requiring swift, data-driven judgments, such as business or financial management. ISTPs are natural problem solvers, and their ingenuity and pragmatism make them very good at solving problems and finding solutions. ISTPs are not often interested in being the center of attention, and they may prefer to let their team take credit for their accomplishments. They are not concerned with reputation or power, but rather with getting the task done well. This may lead to ISTPs being missed as leaders at times, but their importance as a leader is often acknowledged by others who work with them, as they are widely valued for their pragmatism and ability to get things done. ISTPs like to work with others who share their hands-on approach and emphasis on outcomes. They are typically able to form good working connections with their team members and may be great motivators since their actions and results inspire others. However, since they take a more practical approach to problem solving, ISTPs may struggle to work well with persons who are more focused on theories and abstract ideas. When making decisions, ISTPs often depend on their own experiences and expertise rather than relying on other sources or according to established norms. Because ISTPs are not afraid to look outside the box, this may lead to new and creative solutions. However, this approach may be seen as impulsive or irresponsible by others, and ISTP should be aware of this while working as a team. ISTPs may not always be the greatest option for mentoring and coaching, since they may struggle to give direction and assistance to others. They may choose to set a good example rather than provide instructions or directions. ISTPs may be quite useful in giving hands-on training and assistance, particularly in practical or technical areas.